Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about a topic, the conflict resolution. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or managing the team. So let's just start friend. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. Friend, conflict resolution skills are required for a wide range of positions across many of the sectors. This requirement is based on the fact that conflict tends to reduce productivity and create a difficult work environment, leading to unwanted turnover in a staff and reduced morale. Individuals who are able to resolve conflicts are often excellent mediators, rational, and able to manage difficult personalities from a place of empathy. Now, actually, what is a conflict resolution? Conflict resolution is the process by which two or more parties reach a peaceful resolution to a dispute. In the workplace, there can be a variety of types of conflict. Conflict occur between co-workers, between supervisors and subordinates, or between service providers and their clients or customers. Conflict can also occur between groups such as management and the labor force or between entire departments. The conflict resolution is the workplace typically involves some or all the processes like recognition by the parties involved that a problem exists, mutual agreement to address the issue and find some resolution, an effort to understand the perspective and concerns of the opposing individual or group, identifying changes in attitude, behavior, and approaches to work by both sides that will lessen negative feelings, recognizing triggers to episodes of conflict, interventions by third parties such as human resources representatives or higher level managers to mediate, a willingness by one or both parties to compromise, agreement on a plan to address differences, monitoring the impact of any agreements by for change, disciplining or terminating employees who resist efforts to diffuse conflicts. Now, the types of conflict resolution skills. Assertiveness. A supervisor might take the initiative to convene a meeting between two employees who have engaged in a public dispute. An employee might seek out a person with whom they are having conflict to suggest working together to find ways to coexist more peacefully. Next, interviewing and active listening. A human resources representative might have to ask questions and listen carefully to determine the nature of a conflict between a supervisor and a subordinate. Empathy. A mediator might encourage empathy by asking employees in conflict to each describe how the other might be feeling and thinking and how the situation might look to the other party. Empathy is also an important skill for mediators who must be able to understand each party's perspective without necessarily agreeing with either. Facilitation. Managers of rival departments might facilitate a joint brainstorming session with their teams to generate solutions to ongoing points of conflict. Group facilitation techniques can also be used to avoid triggering conflict during group decision making in the first place. Mediation. A supervisor might guide subordinates who are in conflict through a process to identify mutually agreeable changes in behavior. Problem solving. A supervisor might redefine the roles of two conflict prone staff to simply eliminate points of friction. Creativity can also mean finding new win-win solutions. Accountability. A supervisor might document conflict initiating behaviors exhibited by a chronic complainer as a preparation for a performance appraisal. In this way, the supervisor helps establish accountability since the employee can no longer pretend the problem is not happening. Then, friend, next point is that, like, what are the examples of conflict resolution skills? Assertiveness by a supervisor who convenes a meeting between two employees who have engaged in a public dispute. Interviewing and active listening skills utilized by a human resource representative to define the nature of a conflict between a supervisor and a subordinate. A supervisor encouraging empathy by asking opposing employees to describe how the other might feel in conflict situations. Managers of rival departments facilitating a brainstorming session with their staff to generate solutions to ongoing points of conflict. Mediation skills by a supervisor who helps rival subordinates to identify mutually agreeable changes to in behavior. The next point is that a co-worker seeking out a rival and suggesting that she would like to find a way to coexist more peacefully. Then creativity and problem solving by a supervisor who redefine roles of two conflict prone staff to eliminate points of friction. Then next one is the like accountability established by a supervisor who documents conflict initiating behaviors as on an employee's performance appraisal. This is also a very important point. So, friend, I would say that as a project manager, you should be able to manage the conflicts among the team member, and you should have a very excellent skills of conflict resolution. So, friend, thank you. Thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. Thank you.